Hey everybody, it's Milton. Just wanted to come in today just to talk real quick, just openly and honestly. Out here today, working in this wonderful, beautiful urban oasis out here. We're trying to get ready for spring. We've been doing a lot of digging, a lot of preparation, sowing seeds into each other, helping to build a great team so that we can get some things done. So today we're out here today working in the garden, cleaning out some beds. For some reason, in this urban garden, like I told you in previous videos, we're on a street that's in the middle of a neighborhood. And what we're finding, we know we get a lot of trash, but for some reason or another, we've been getting a lot of bottles and broken glass. Somebody's been coming onto the property and walking into the beds and just breaking glass, breaking bottles, and that's all in the soil. So before we can do anything to our soil, we've got to get all of that glass out. So today we were out here as a team, getting that out, taking our time, not to cut ourselves, not to hurt ourselves, but making sure that the beds are in good shape. So when we do get ready to sow in a month or so, that they'll be good to go. But one of the things that we try to do out here is a little team building. We try to make everything relational. So when we do something, we want to tie it back into whatever's going on in our lives or whatever we're struggling with or whatever we're dealing with. So today, as we were working, we kind of had a little laugh, a little talk, and we kind of said, what are some of the things that are in your life right now that you need to clean up? Are there excess? Is there excess debris that's being thrown into your life that you were not expecting, but it did happen? So, and if so, how do you deal with it? So we kind of touched on that as we were cleaning up the beds today. Some people were sharing some of the things that they were dealing with and how they have affected or changed the course of their lives because of it. And we all know that when things happen, sometimes it can get us off track. It can have us focus on the wrong thing, put our attention somewhere where it doesn't need to be. So as I shared with the group today, I shared the importance of having a positive mindset and a focused mindset. So whatever comes your way, whatever you run across, that you're able to stay focused on whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Now we know sometimes that that's hard. We know sometimes that there are things that get thrown into our lives that are hard to deal with, and sometimes they may cause us to stumble. But the key is just to get back up and to stay focused. And sometimes it's hard to have a focused and positive mindset because sometimes we can get overwhelmed or overburdened with whatever's going on. So the group today kind of shared some of their stories, and a lot of them are having a hard time dealing with some of these things that have been thrown into their lives. So we kind of talked today as a group about what they were and what are some of the barriers that they're causing. And but what we basically found out was is that it was fear. It was fear of the unknown for a lot of people, and fear of not thinking that you have what it takes to overcome those barriers that have just been thrown into your life. So as we talked, I told them the important thing is to always stay focused on what you need to do, and don't be afraid, and don't be too honorary that you can't ask somebody for help, or that you can't ask somebody to lend an ear to hear you talk or to share what's on your mind. We were out here today, and our thing in the garden is as we work and we talk, there's no judgment, there's no blame. It's all open conversation. There are 10 of us out here, and out of the 10, I promise you, there's somebody in this group that's either dealt with what you've dealt with, or that can give you some advice to help you move forward. So that's one good thing that's very positive about working out here in this community garden with this group. We have an opportunity to share and to pour in each other's lives in more ways than people will ever get the opportunity to feel. So positive mindset, focused mindset, that's something that I push all the time because if not, we can easily be distracted or let these things that have been thrown in our lives just alter our lives and we can never get back on track. So it was a little upsetting today coming out, seeing all of this glass out here in this bed, and you're thinking, why would somebody throw glass in a garden? Somewhere where you know you grow fresh produce that they can have, because this is community garden, so we're going to give a lot of it away once we grow it. So why would you just throw something like that could harm you? Not only crops or the people out here, but it could also harm you, the person who may get the produce. So just be mindful that people's actions have reactions. So we could easily say, well, we no longer want to give the produce out if people are going to do that, and build a fence around the whole thing and cage it in. But that's not what we're about. We're an urban community garden, and we're here for the community. Now, we will, like the conversation we had today, we have to have a focused and positive mindset as well. We can't let this be a deterrence to stop us from doing what we came and said that we were going to do. So we just have to work through these little things, these little hiccups, these little barriers, and figure out the best solutions going forward. And as I talked to the group today, it was the same thing. Figure out what the hiccups are. Take a minute to think about them and figure out the strategy that you need to put in front of you to make sure that they are handled. So it's a process. Everybody doesn't get there at the same time. Everybody doesn't deal with things the same way. But we all have the ability to make choices and to change. So it was a great day today out here at the Urban Garden, and I just wanted to come on and let people know that a positive mindset and a focused mindset is very, very important in anything that you do. So stay positive, stay focused, and if you need help, just ask for help. Things will be thrown at you, things will come your way that you don't expect, but you have to deal with them in a positive way. So hey, this is Milton again. Just wanted to come in today real quick because this was on my mind, and I wanted to say it before I forgot it. Because as you get a little older, you don't forget, you just misplace things. So we're gonna leave it there. So have a great day, and thank you guys for listening in.